beautiful souls. If you're in Florida, you'll understand why I want to wear my hoodie. So cold. I didn't want to get out of bed at all today. I really was hot yesterday though, so like literally I just said on Monday how I can't wait for colder weather, but I was very specific in that I didn't want it this cold. So here we are. I'm freezing. So this morning, I don't have the kids today, so I didn't have to rush out of bed to go to the bus stop at the crack of dawn. Before the crack of dawn, let's be honest. Before the crack of dawn. So, I was taking my time, meditating, getting deep into meditation, and something that I brought into meditation was how can I connect deeper to my partner, to my children, and to my clients, and specifically also this group. And the reason why I felt I wanted to do that is because all of you know that I had surgery a couple of weeks ago. So I've been on the couch and I just haven't like really been emotionally available or physically available to live my life like I normally do. And I say that because ritual is what this whole live is about. This is about going from routine to rapture and how using ritual can elevate your intimacy. Excuse me. So what I realized is that first of all, ritual is very, very important because it's an intentional way of turning towards each other. It is a way that we are choosing one another and focusing our time and our attention towards the other person, right? I am a very strong, independent woman. All of you are very strong, independent women. In our rush to get things done, especially if you're a mother and a business owner and a wife, we don't intentionally do it, but it's really easy for us to turn away from our partner and do everything ourselves. So through ritual, because that's very routine, when we're living our day-to-day lives, we're pretty much just checking off the boxes and living on autopilot. It can be really easy to get stuck in routine and lack intimacy, which then makes making love to each other or yourself really boring. It just does. It doesn't feel as good. No matter how emotional you think you are or not, the more emotional intimacy that you have, the better you're going to feel physically in bed, whether again you're pleasuring yourself or not. Hey, Wendy. So this is what I did. In this meditation, I asked to see the origin of this block that I have, right? That I feel like I'm not connecting very much to my partner right now, emotionally. And so then I was like, okay, so why do I feel like I'm not connected to him? Because I know he feels connected to me. So there's a disconnect within myself. And I brought it into meditation, like I said. So what I was shown is, because I felt like he wasn't choosing me, right? So this is what I was shown. When I was a little girl, I was going into the kitchen. I was probably like 6 or 7. I was going into the kitchen. It was like dinner time. I had just finished reading. This was back when, you know, we all had to do reading logs and have your parents sign it. So I was having her sign it, and I asked her if she could come play with me upstairs in the playroom. And she said no, she couldn't. And so in that moment, again, I'm 6 or 7. What we need to remember, especially if you're a mother, is that children take things literally, and it's very black and white, all or nothing. So in that moment, again, obviously I didn't know this at the time, I just realized it today. In that moment when she said no, I felt rejected and I felt abandoned. I felt like she's not choosing me because I don't deserve it and or because I'm not good enough, okay? So that memory came up. I felt through it a bit. Good morning. I'm wearing my hoodie because I'm cold. Don't normally show up to lives with my hoodie, but I might from now on, especially my cat ear one. But anyway, so I bring this continuing to bring this through meditation. And what I wanted to do once that memory came up, I asked for the origin, right, of why I felt disconnected. So that memory came up and I was feeling through, okay, what did I feel as a child in that moment? The next step I chose to do was, well, what was probably really happening? Like, what was the truth of the situation? How did my mom feel in that moment? She was making dinner. So was she really not choosing me, or was she actually just trying to finish dinner and get me out of the kitchen so that we could eat and move on with the rest of our day? Now that I'm a mother, I know, because my children always need things drastically when I'm cooking dinner. Like, I could be doing nothing and they're fine. But when I'm cooking dinner, they need everything. So I realized that I can take away my emotional charge to this memory by realizing the truth of the situation. And this is a type of ritual that I do, by the way, with my husband and I as well. This is something that I do in my brain and in my thought process and in my feelings so that I can detach that emotional charge, so that I don't take it personally, so that I'm not so defensive about that situation. Now, this is what I teach inside Divine Wealth Creation using sacred geometry for wealth, abundance, and success. You see that black shape right there? That's the flower of life. Once I felt through and kind of analyzed the situation, I also sent my past self Reiki and my mom and the situation. And this is also what I do for clients. So if you're a client, you know this. We go through this all the time, like every session. Then I also used flower of life. And I chose that symbol because that is like the all-purpose, if you will, sacred geometric shape. And sacred geometry is really important because it has the ability to actually clear and cleanse our physical body, our emotional body, our mental body, our spiritual body from these negative emotions and traumas. Now, was this a big trauma in my life? No, it wasn't. But it's coming up to the surface now to be healed, because healing is just a big old onion that literally doesn't ever stop. I'm just getting to very deep layers in the origins of why I feel like I'm not good enough and why I don't feel like I deserve things, right? So this is just another memory that's attached to that feeling, to that limiting belief. So by using this flower of life, sacred geometric symbol, I'm able to clear that on a very, very deep level. Because here's the thing, when we want to manifest something new, we want to, yes, experience something new, but we're still in the energy of the past a lot of times. What I mean by that is we're living in the past. We're stuck in that emotional patterning. We're stuck in that physical patterning. If you haven't cleared the past, you're going to continue to repeat the same cycles over and over and over again. So hello, sacred geometry. I chose to clear that memory, to clear that situation, to clear that house, to clear my mother, to clear myself, my inner child, of those feelings with sacred geometry. Again, that's something that I teach inside that course. So if you want the link to it, drop SG below, like sacred geometry, and I'll send you the link. So fast forward, I realized that that energy was coming up this morning to be cleared. So I cleared it. And what I realized is that I really feel strongly connected to the people in my life. Again, my friends, my children, my husband, and my clients through ritual. How I do this with my partner and why I believe it affects our intimacy and our sex life is because I feel a deeper bond when we are intentionally choosing each other, when we're intentionally choosing to bond, okay? Ritual literally deepens our bond, and this is one really easy way how to do it, okay? Step 1, invoke that symbol, flower of life. And when I say invoke it, close your eyes, sit up tall, get your spine straight, do a couple of deep breathing. I'd prefer if you breathe in through your nose and sigh out through your mouth. So let's do it together 3 times, okay? Letting go of stress and tension, breathing in. Breathing out and sighing, letting go of stress and tension. And one more time, breathing in. Now, whether you see things in your imagination, whether you sense things, whether you just know and trust things, whether you're a thinker, whether you just have to, whether you hear things, like whatever your intuitive clair type is, trust and know that this flower of life symbol is going into your body right now. I am energetically placing it in your heart and in your womb, the front and the back, the sides, every single cell of your heart, every single cell of your womb is receiving this flower of life sacred geometric symbol. Like I said, this is an all-purpose manifestation symbol. Now, what I mean by all purpose is literally you can use this as a divination tool to manifest anything. In this very particular case, we are using it to clear our womb and to clear our heart of the past so that we can live in the present moment. In my womb priestess training, I was taught that when we sleep with someone, their energy stays with us for 7 years, physically, emotionally, spiritually, okay? So we can, what's the word I want to say? We can shorten that time by using energy healing, like the sacred geometric shape, and by turning our intentions towards clearing our body emotionally, physically, and spiritually, right? So that's the intention right now that we're invoking this symbol for. Now, I'm also sending you Reiki. All right, take one more big deep breath. Okay, and go ahead and open your eyes. That's going to be the first step when you're doing this by yourself. You want to clear and cleanse yourself, okay? First of all. Second of all, if the 7-year thing freaks you out, then do some more energy healing. Man, I'm already almost out of coffee. That's a sad, sad thing. I should have made more than 1 cup, but I guess I'll just go make another one. Now, that's step number 1. Always clear and cleanse. Step number 2, if you have a partner, I just did the same live on Instagram, and I was talking about how my husband and I love what we call poetry baths. Poetry baths are just that. We make a wine and cheese tray, and we pour a bubble bath, and then we bring in, we leave all of our poetry books by the bathtub. We have a couple of Atticus books and a couple of Young Pueblo books. So we get into the bathtub, and we both take turns reading poetry to one another. And this, yes, deepens our bond and builds an emotional, intimate connection, because what we're reading brings up a lot of feelings and emotions. It's poetry, right? Also, I'm a words of affirmation kind of a gal and a touch gal, so like poetry baths are totally my thing. But anyways, this is building our bond, because when we're reading these beautiful works of poetry, we're talking to one another about how we feel about this very specific piece. Sometimes it jogs something from our childhood that we haven't shared with our partner before. Sometimes it jogs something about like something to do with our kids, or like something that we want in the future. So we're really deepening our bond, and we've only known each other for 3 years. But I can say confidently that even 20 years from now, I'm still not going to know everything about my husband, because he changes all the time. I change all the time. So through ritual, we're literally intentionally turning towards one another, like I said before, and we're choosing each other. We're choosing to get to know each other. We're choosing to pour our energy into the other person and our relationship and ourselves. So that's the ritual side of it. Now, after the bathtub, that's usually when either we'll go watch TV because we're not quite ready to go to bed yet, or be intimate, or we just jump straight into making love to each other. Now this is of course step 3. Here's what I want you to do. This is if you're with a partner. If you're single, I'll tell you in a minute what you can do. I was wondering when you were going to come, because you were all up in that Instagram live, girl, and then you didn't come at all for this. Okay, let's lay down. Get your little paws off. So what I want you to do when you're getting ready to make love, when you're finally getting to that stage is, there we go. I want you to invoke that symbol again, flower of life, right? Yes, be present in the moment making love to your partner. But when you're close to climax, I want you to really, before you're close to climax, before you do this, think about your intention that you're wanting to clear, right? I told you I'm wanting to build more deeper, intimate, heart-centered connections because I've been on the couch for so long and I'm tired of it. So that's my intention. So what I'm going to do when I'm close to climaxing is pull that symbol into my brain, because again, I'm a visual imagination type of person. So I'm going to visualize that symbol all over my body, all over my bed. Again, I teach this very specific step-by-step inside Divine Wealth Creation. Say goodbye. So if you want a link to that course, comment SG for Sacred Geometry and I'll send you the link. So anyways, I invoke that symbol when I'm close to climax because I know that my desire, let's say, is up here, but I'm like down here on a vibrational level, okay? And then everything below here is like negative and heavy, right? Like basic quantum physics 101. Anger, sadness, guilt, shame, all down here and heavy. Here's like the neutral zone, okay? And I'm like somewhere in this area when I'm making love. However, my manifestation, like I said, is up here. So if while making love, I can get myself close to an orgasm, which is a whole other different topic we can talk about one day. I can totally get myself there multiple times every time, thank God. I am going to use this energy, this symbol right here, flower of life, and push myself up through my orgasm to reach my manifestation. What I mean by that is, again, yes, I'm visualizing. So just realized I can't see any of your comments. I'm sorry. I'm going to work on that while I'm talking to you. I'm visualizing that symbol and I'm visualizing my manifestation coming to fruition. So when I say that I invoke it and it's coming to life, it's because, hi, Wendy. It's because I'm literally bringing it down. Like I'm not bringing it down. I'm literally reaching my manifestation on an energetic level because I said it's up here, right? But I'm operating down here. So that flower of life, sacred geometric symbol, I said it's all purpose. It's for manifestation of anything you wish and want and desire. Well, I imagine that all over my body, all over my bed, all over my partner. And then I literally physically see myself in my imagination grabbing my manifestation. That's just how I like to do it. You don't have to grab it. But I literally physically see, sense, feel, know, trust that my manifestation is coming to fruition. I have the orgasm and I'm living my life as if that manifestation is coming true. It's orgasming, it's manifesting through orgasm, right? But you're layering it with sacred geometry so that you can get there even faster. I'm a manifesting generator. Quantum leaping things is my life. It's my bread and butter. I love it. That's what I live for. So, okay, I hope that you've enjoyed it. I see your comment, Wendy. I will send it to you after. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if this was helpful. Drop your favorite emoji below if this is something that you feel like you maybe want more of. And I hope you're having a fabulous Thursday. I am going to go make some more coffee because it's just too cold not to have some more coffee today. Don't you think? I know some of you that don't live in Florida are probably like, it's not even cold. But it's cold to us. It's very cold to us. All right, I'm sending you all so much love. Don't forget to comment SG if you want a link to the course below. Love you. Bye.